Hi guys, I know I'm like 15 minutes later than the couple hours I said I'd be, but I've made it. So, not all of you are in here yet, I'm sure. So we'll give it a few and let some people come in. So let me know in chat when you show up, okay? Okay, so not very many have popped in, so maybe I'll just make this a short live since I streamed all that other stuff earlier, all the pictures and whatnot, guys. Basis of it, I have to go in for surgery, so it's going to be a few weeks probably, at least 2, if not 3, before I can get back onto YouTube itself. Okay, so not very many. I'll do shorts and such like that, but I'm not going to be doing anything long. I'll just do the shorts to keep everybody updated on what's going on. So I will keep this up for a little bit, see if anybody pops in. If you pop in, make sure you, wherever your chat is, that you let me know you're here so that I can say hi. This is one of the few ones where I'm not the only one in the house right now. It's not just me and the cats, so I'll keep the mic muted until you guys let me know you're in the chat, okay? So, about the only thing I have to talk about is, other than surgery, this came off of the other half's antenna, off this truck. So, I don't know how it came off the truck with the cover being on and everything. It's just like it leaped right off of the truck for some reason. So I'll have to put it back on because the radio does work. Which is weird that it would do that, but that's fine. Despite trying to allow New York back in the door, the Los Angeles Herberts. If you want to join, I left a StreamYard link up. So I've got multiple StreamYards. I've got one on my Gmail and one on my Hotmail. That way I can just stream a lot longer. Get 20 hours free or something like that, a few days. So you can do that. And I can have more time to stream with you guys that way, without paying the $20-something they want. It still won't be enough for me to stream my ADSB, but that's okay. Let me know in the comments if you don't know what ADSB is, and I'll show you guys real quick. I'll pull it up and let you guys see it. So that way you know exactly what it is, but I'll probably be doing a channel for that soon. It'll give me something to do while I can't really do anything, because I don't have to do any lifting or moving anything around to set that channel up, and it'll just be a full channel of taking and rebroadcasting the flight control stuff. So it'll be just airplanes on the screen. That will probably come later, and it will probably be a different channel. I'll make another channel on YouTube. It'll be called Mr. Radar. So I don't know if you guys know Spaceballs, but if you're a fan of Spaceballs, that's what it'll go off of. It's Mr. Radar. You know I always have my coffee when I watch Radar. Oh, there's that. It'll just give me something to do where I don't have to worry too much about being up and moving around. There'll still be lives and stuff like that. Maybe. They said it'll take 12 weeks for me to get better, at least. Probably a few months worth of being kind to myself before I can go lifting heavy stuff. But yeah, that'll be Monday that I start. But I do the surgery, so I'll check in at 5, and they start on me at 7:30. So it'll be a week I'll be in the hospital minimum. You guys won't see me around for a while. Maybe I'll probably do shorts. So I'll do little shorts between the surgeries. That way you guys know I'm doing okay still. And you guys can just check in and say hi. Leave comments, stuff like that. I don't know if you can in shorts, but you can leave comments on this video since it's kind of pertaining to that. The funny thing is I'm going to wonder if I'm going to end up with more titanium inside of me, or if I have more titanium in my cars. If they were to melt it down. I think my cars would still win since I've got quite a few RC cars, but we'll see, huh? Let's see how long it takes for them to fix me. Hopefully once I'm fixed, I'll be up moving around and carrying cylinder heads again. Yeah, sure, right? I should be doing that. But it'll give me something to do. So, antenna's apart, which means I just have to go out there and put it back on the truck in the next day or two. I just don't know how it came off, because none of the cover wasn't messed up or anything, so just weird. Downright strange it gave up. So, there's that. I have a diff rebuild kit, so I might do one of the diffs real quick for the Fortec, because the diff in here in the front works really good as far as just having, it doesn't have the diff fluid in it. It has strictly Lucas in it, and it actually works pretty dang good. Having the diff nice and loose up front, but it leaks because the diff I used to try that experiment already had a bad gasket. But hey, for free, part of the free parts I got, I wasn't gonna be angry that it leaked a little. So that's, that's something I can do. It won't take long to do. The other thing I'm planning on is eventually I do want to build a two-wheel drive RC Viper. And the way I'm going to do that is probably to use parts of a Fortec, since I have a whole box of them. So I've got this whole box up here of Fortec parts, and it includes, it's like some upper diff cases. I've got some control arms, a few front shock towers, and I've got arm mounts, and I have 4 arm mounts. That's kind of critical, because having 4 arm mounts means that I can put the arms in just the mounts. And then as far as camber, caster, all that, I'm just going to use sway bar link or little links. I'm just going to make some links up that'll control all of that. So camber, caster, and then front and back. That'll all get controlled that way. So there'll be none of that horse hockey as far as taking and worrying about any of that. But hi, RC Ohio. But I do have that diff to do. I don't know if I'll get to it today or not. But so I left my paperwork over in the corner, so I'll go get that here in a second. Now, let me get this off. I got this magnet up here to put all these clippy allows on. Hello, Alexis. Hey, Alexis. I heard from my other half that it is absolutely drenched in Vegas right now. So I hope you were doing okay. So, because yeah, it's like the casinos and stuff were actually flooded even there. That's what I heard. Yeah. So the basic idea of what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the back end. You guys can't see because I need to tilt that down. So I'm going to keep the back end. Basically everything from here back is going to stay virtually the same design. No motor here, because we're going to move the motor up here. And probably hook it directly to the drive shaft, since this is 260 1-to-1 in the back or some ungodly thing like that. So it's already got quite a bit of gear ratio in there, so I shouldn't really need a transmission to do that. It won't fry it without a trans. So that's where I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to try to find my piece of plastic I had up here for one. Clear pieces of plastic are hard to see in the dark. So I took a diagram of the bottom of this chassis. and made it onto this piece of Lexan. It's not thick enough to actually use as a chassis. I mean, it bends like crazy, but it is perfect to use to get an idea of where everything is going to go. This being the back, you can see that little tab right there. So I'm going to get some, and these are like plans for later, but I'll get some graphite after I cut this out, and I get this template all figured out for where everything is going to go. Because I've had this piece of Lexan forever, and my dad got it from the city, so it's not going to cost me a thing, ultimately, to cut this up. And we'll figure it out. I'm going to, like I said, keep the rear end pretty much the same. I have another rear cover for the gears. I'm going to cut up and just use that way to cover, actually more or less to use as a brace, because there's a brace back here that the gear cover works with. And then we'll have a front motor, and then the control arms will be out here in the back. The front control arms I'm going to have mounted, and those might be mounted with the motor right above them. And then steering will probably be the up front of the motor. And I'm going to use a little rock crawler servo, because it'll be plenty strong enough and small enough. It'll almost duplicate a regular gearbox in a car. Because almost all the servos are plenty fast enough now. You don't really need too much nowadays. So, oh, that was 2 weeks ago, Lexus. Okay, John, that was 2 weeks ago that it flooded. Well, when you're in a truck every day, sometimes the news moves slow. But yeah, so I heard about that through my John, that it had been flooded. So there's that plan, and since I'm going in for surgery, like I said, I'll have plenty of time to draw everything out and such like that. I won't have any of my stuff. I won't be able to measure things, but I certainly can get the idea where everything is going to go. 50% scattered thunderstorms in Vegas right now. So that's a future project coming down the line. I'm not tearing this one apart though. I'm going to keep this one. Keep it all ready to go. I cleaned it up recently. It's all nice and clean. The shiny is because I do use motor oil in it, and when I was putting it together, naturally it leaked out. If you haven't seen it yet, I did replace the drive shaft. I don't know where I put the old drive shaft for right now, but I replaced the drive shaft in this. It's all black now because it's actually a piece of carbon fiber. I had a chunk of carbon fiber rod, and I just cut it up and then stuck a hole through it and made a drive shaft out of it. That's something I've also had forever. I've heard getting carbon rod right now is a real pain in the arse. It's kind of unfortunate because I tend to build stuff out of carbon all the time. The weather over here is sunny, hot, and mildly humid. Hasn't changed a whole lot from the last time we spoke. How it is raining and thunderstorming over there, but not over here, I can't tell you.
Mountains.
He says mountains. So that's a possibility. The mountains get up in the way and all that. Yeah, I guess so, right? So yeah, I'm gonna get Monday will be that back surgery, and hopefully I can get that all worked out, okay? And once I do that, I'll be able to do things like races. So I've already taken all my pre-ops. Took those yesterday. Tomorrow I go in for my nasal swab. I can't say it on YouTube because I know what'll happen if I say what I'm going to go in for the test. But I get my nasal swab so they know I don't have it. Once I get that, I'm not supposed to go out. So that prohibits me from going to the race that Fresno Hobbytown's having on Sunday. Is what it is. There'll always be another race. I'll catch one later after I get well. On the odd event you don't hear from me from 3 weeks, there might be a problem, but you should be hearing from me by the end of next week. By Friday, you guys should be hearing something. As long as I come out of it long enough to say hi, we should be good. So, actually, I don't need to get up and get my paperwork. I forgot that. I will show you guys what the deal is here. So, that's the problem. It's right here. You can see how these are all lined up going up top here. And we can see perfectly good discs. And you get down here, and that little bit isn't even close. It's all jacked up right here. That is pinching things like my spinal cord. And, well, it makes it hard to get up, move around, walk around, not be on Tylenol, not be on ibuprofen, which they've told me I can't be on until after the surgery. They'll give me whatever they want, I guess. So, something I have to go do, whether I want to or not. But I'll get better, I hope. Well, Big John, beautiful by you, huh? RC weather tomorrow, gonna be epic. Are you thinking the same kind of Bloody Marys that I was thinking? See, I'm still learning this whole click-a-tear thing. And the fun part is somebody will post something and then, yeah, there we go. See, now I got it. So you've got the Bloody Marys. This is Pina Colada mix. And I don't have any rum. But I did have some moonshine, so I put that in it. Thank you, Lexus. I hope to have that done and just get it over with. My husband also had, my John here, he had surgery on both knees as well. Lexus, you're the same boat as him. You guys could, one row to the left, one row to the right. Right? Yeah. Vodka. I have a problem with vodka. I tend to get entirely too messed up on vodka. I can't do screwdrivers. If I do, I end up getting entirely too messed up. So I stay away from that stuff. I stay away from that stuff because that doesn't do me any good. When it's warm, however, woo, and this is like the last day I can drink, so after this, I gotta stop all that. Anything that's a blood thinner. Like I said, I've already stopped the pain pills and stuff like that, too. Yeah, everybody's having work done on the knees. See, I'm hoping to keep from having work done on my knees because my back is already, well, you saw the picture of what they want to fix. Besides that, it's also a reverse S. That might be a regular S from your point of view, but anyway, it's a backwards S. When you look at it from the side, it's all messed up. And then you look at it from there, and these joints aren't there. It's all messed up back here. So I gotta get that fixed. If you're a youngster watching this eventually, you may not be on right now, but if you're a youngster watching this later, which may or may not happen depending on my settings, but you might have some youngsters you want to show this to. Kids, be careful when you're lifting stuff. They tell you to lift with your knees and not your back for a reason. You end up like me. And you don't want that. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, it's no fun being all sore. I made some changes to the back here. So I brought out my old Race XX, which, let me get the body on this thing and I'll show you guys real quick before I jump off because I'm not going to spend too much time on today. Besides that, what was it, 4-hour marathon of what I showed on earlier on a live. Those are all my photo bucket pictures. Photo Bucket's been bugging me to pay them, or they were going to take and get rid of all my pictures. I don't have those pictures anywhere else, so I had to do it. I had to pay them. Little clips are all messed up. So I'll put this back. Now I get this down. This is my second XX as far as purchase. This is the second one I've ever had. I sold mine. It was really stupid. I wish I still had it. This body I've had quite a while. If you watch the video or parts of that video I showed earlier from the photo bucket stuff, you will see this body in that video. It is all graphite through and through. Arms are graphite. I think that's might be too wore out for you to see, but you can see the silver there. Rear arms are graphite. I have the purple aluminum bulkhead. So no more breaking bulkheads or the lower linkage here. That's not going to break anymore. It's got the plastic outdrives with the blue sleeves. So all the bling that you would want on here. Centered motor plate. So that's moved over. I believe this is just strictly a double slipper clutch under here. I don't have a hydro drive on this. I do have one that has a hydro drive, but it's not this one. I have my red rims from my Matt Francis on this. Servo in it is an old Aerotronics. You can probably tell by the blue and red wrappings and stuff like that. This is a 94 158 servo. So it's a damn good servo. It's been in this thing since the beginning. Don't know if we can get the camera to see it. Can barely make out that front brace right there. Says SoCal. That is the same SoCal as that right there. So that is all the same stuff. Upper plates all graphite. I do believe this shock tower is plastic. Like regular plastic. And honestly, I don't know why the front shock tower is regular plastic and everything else is graphite, but it is the extended chassis, the LX chassis. And it's one of my favorite trucks. One of my favorite trucks. I will not be getting rid of this. I actually need to get it running again. Easiest way for me to do that is to take the electronics out of the Matt Francis, put them in here, but it runs too, so I'm not sure I want to do that. I would love to fix the Tekin that I have and make it go again. But we shall find out, right? So actually, if you go to RC Tech and some of the other RC forums and stuff like that, I'm actually SoCal Snake Eyes on those. So yeah, I have grabbed that sign and used it in my name. Because I was always there. There usually wasn't a day I went by when I wasn't there, especially when I had both an on-road and an off-road. I was always there. Never once did I really miss anything. So yeah, I was SoCal Snake Eyes, and still am. If you go to those forums and stuff like that, Traxxas and RC Tech, especially those two, I'm SoCal Snake Eyes there. Well, it would appear it looks like I took my Matt Francis upstairs, so I can't show you guys that. I mean, I can, but it'd take me a minute to go upstairs and get it, so maybe in a different show. Also, I'm sure if you look in the back shows, you'll find it. It's in there. But like I said, I'm not gonna hang out long. Top of the hour here, another few minutes, and I'm gonna call it. So if you guys have any questions, comments, now's the time to let me know, because yeah, I'm not gonna stay on here long. So I can just hang out with the husband and call it a night, relax a little bit before I have to go in. And that's all. That's all I can do, right? So You have anything? Pop it in the comments real quick. So, and let's see, Songy here, he's got the YouTube going in the background on the big screen. You have a big screen. Doesn't help, by the way. I can barely read it with these from back here. That's how blind I am. But yeah, so I just gotta get fixed up and do what I can. I mean, thank you, RC Ohio. I hope to have good luck with it too, especially with the outcome. I know I was very late coming in. Sometimes I wanted to start at 3, but things got in the way. So it is what it is. I believe John Paul and Nitro Freak are in John Paul's room right now. I believe. Let's see, huh? Kind of the advantage to having a cell phone, having to be hooked up to your laptop. Harley goes live in 3 minutes. So, our Harley's designs. If you guys are into crawlers, that's a really good person to look up. Corner Clubhouse is up right now. Let's see. So far, that's the only 2 I've found that are actually up and running right now. Yep. So just Corner Clubhouse and then Harley's Designs. Bear Rose Garage, he posted a video not that long ago. You guys can check it out there. Hi, Kurt. So, Kurt, I'm not going to be staying on much longer because I'm going to hang out with the husband before the surgery. You're not really missing a whole lot. So, John Paul ended his stream 53 minutes ago, but I know Nitro was up on there with him. So, alright guys, I do know that I was late coming on and I'm not staying in too long, but yeah, I've been doing a lot of live streams recently as well, so. But you all take care. I will see you on the flip side. Thank you all for coming. If they're not in right now, but you saw them stop in, pass a thank you to me, for me, to them. And just have a good night. See you guys later. Bye. Thank you, Kurt. You guys all take care, okay? Be kind to each other.